Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do consider to like, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a member of the platform, massive respect to you, lovely people. Yes, this one is just a Reggae Boyz update and just football in general. Yes, I told you guys that once I'm coming back, I'm just going to give you a short one. I'm literally cooking, but based on the fact that people texting me, I said, let me just do this, because if I do it, then people will see that I have it out on the channel. So I'm actually watching the games. You understand me? But I'm actually busy at the same time. So people know that it's football thing I'm on. You know, I am watching the games just like yourself. And I love that. Massive respect to all the football watching gang. All right? We are definitely working. So we saw Chorus in the house. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Big Baller Benzema in the house. Match Day War Zone in the house. Jeremiah Nigos in the house. Football, your fan club in the house. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Let me know if you guys are hearing me well, because I might do like maximum 30 minutes or so, because we have a few players that we want to chop up. A lot of players playing. All right, a lot of players playing. All right, yes. So let me start with obviously the title boy, Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood continues his good form from last season straight throughout preseason. All right, yeah, man. All right, you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Massive respect as you come in. Please do smash that like button, share, and subscribe. And massive respect, guys. We have hit 14,000 on this platform. Because I'm not so much on it, I never got a chance to tell you guys. Thanks. We saw our brother Marvin, Nitro, and Sean Bass. Sean Bass, hope all is well with you. Yes. So Mason Greenwood continues his ridiculous form. All right. Yes. Obviously, we heard that he got all his documentations for Jamaica. I am still waiting to see what's up with that, because I heard Mr. Spade did an interview and he said he doesn't know if Miss Greenwood will take up the call up. Which, you know, so it's up some, you know, I don't know anything. I never strive to act like I know anything on the Mason Greenwood as it relates to him playing for Jamaica. I never ever tried that. I always told that I don't have any link to him or anything. You understand me? So that's what I heard Mr. Speedham said. So I don't know what they have planned. You have to keep on watching that to know what they have planned. But keep on watching these things and listen keenly, all right? Because I heard him said that, and I'm saying, what kind of stunt they're pulling? Why someone will literally go and do their papers and everything is ready and they wouldn't want to come and play? Are you trying to sell the fans them something? But because he said it and it moved by so fast and nobody picked it up, I said, let me leave that alone. I'm going to put it in the next installment. And that installment is not here as yet. So believe me, I will come with the clip and then we discuss that on a separate day. But as it relates to football, this man is one of the most informed players that can play for Jamaica, period. All right, this man kept scoring and performing in all games. Yes, we could always say that his defensive coverages is not the actual best. That is true, all right? Big up myself, Ted Exter. And yeah, man, thanks for being here. And Father Lansley in the house as well. So another goal he played against Sevilla. Yes, and he actually scored in the 25th minute yet again. So look out, he has not gotten any transfer, so you will still remain in League 1 another season. Let me know if you think that that's a good idea for him. All right, and let me know if you think that he should go somewhere else. For me, League 1, they are the champions for the Champions League, so why should he jump to go anywhere else? If you can prove yourself to top PSG in there and they are the Champions League winner, I think you sell yourself for the next season. So another season cannot kill him, in my opinion. Another season cannot kill him, in my opinion. All right? Yes. So big up to Mason. Keep on doing your great work. We always believe that you had this level of talent. When I saw you for 5 million and I said you're going to jump back to 50, relatively easy, and he's definitely showing that. All right, big up yourself, Chorus, El Mexi, Johnny Powell in the house. He should stay there another year. Yeah, man, I do actually believe that as well, because if they can run PSG rampant, he might go up to 120, 30, 40 million. Easy, because he has the name. Maybe just the little extra things maybe causing him some problems. But aside from that, should be good. DJ in the house, Neil Golsey in the house. Big up all the real ones. As they come in, smash the like button. We're on 20. Double tap the screen if you can't find the like button because sometimes the system give a little problem. So, anyways, now let me go into the deeper ones. As you saw in the title, Malik Mothersille. Mothersille is back at it. We've talked about what the fan base. All right, you see, real football fan base. Oh, they don't play with people. Malik Mothersille was the record signing for Stockport. Record signing for Stockport, right? After doing well at Peterborough. And people started to say that, oh, yo, you can't bet on this youth, and which I've not proven as yet. It has not proven as yet. So they might just be fully right? But they were saying all sorts of things, and we're saying that the pressure is on. So all he could do, or all he can do, is to continue scoring and behaving like this, and the pressure is just going to come off him, to be honest. So today Stockport played Bolton. Bolton is a very good team, as you guys know, in League One, and maybe they would tell themselves that they should have been in the championship 2 years running. So this is one of the better League One teams, and Mothersille and Stockport went up against them. Starting lineup, you had Adai, also could play for Jamaica, based on what he represented Jamaica, maybe in an unofficial game before, right? I think it was the Catalonia game, if I'm not forgetting. Maybe, yeah, that was the only open game Jamaica had for a while, aside from the Jordan and those things. But the Jordan one was going into a camp, so he couldn't go that one without papers. So I think it was the Catalonia game he played. Someone correct me if that is accurate. I think it's accurate. So I think you don't have to correct me, blood. But if it's wrong, you can correct me. But I know it's not wrong at all. It is the right one. Omar Fowling and Lowe in the building. So Catalonia, he played for Jamaica. Yes, it was Catalonia because we were saying that he's good with his foot after that game. So it was Catalonia. They played. Jamaica had gotten 6, I think. I think they got 6 in that game. And we are looking at things because obviously it's not just the football alone, not just the score line we look at how people performs and how it can be cohesive and improve for the future as well. All right. Bless of property for sale. Oh, you're doing massive respect. All right, and I'm awaiting our next game. Our next game coming up, Celtic versus St. Mirren coming up, guys. And we have an analysis to do on King's first game. All right, because some troubling signs in this first game that I wanted to bring to the lights of the people, and we can talk some real in-depth football. And maybe I would bring one of the analysts, our coaches themselves, so we can talk some football and what we saw from King in that first game, like first real game to me. Today is the real game, but that game kind of tells me a lot, and I was getting some information, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I might come back in the future, 2 days or so, with that video. All right, yes, it's gonna be a good video, and I think once you watch it and you like it, we're going to start pattern the channel off that. All right, so look out for more detailed football analysis from us, and I'm gonna always bring someone else. So it's not just my train of thoughts you're hearing. It's going to be certified people. All right. So you can't just fight with me alone because you guys like to fight with me. You understand me? I say, so it's not a problem. You're going to have new people to fight with. So anyways, Corey Adai started. Wonderful season before last season. Don't know if he had an injury at the start of the last 2 seasons, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Then last season, I don't know if he had an injury, but he wasn't getting enough starts. So I never knew. I need to check more to get the information on what took place. But it could be he just never got any game. It has to be that he was carrying an injury based off how good he was at the last. Low, relax. We're gonna break down some things that we can talk about it. Anyway, so you have Malik Mothersille as well added to the team. So 2 potential Jamaicans, because Mothersille is not truly a Jamaican player as yet, because he has not officially played for Jamaica in an international game. As I say, still not a Jamaican, but possible Jamaican, both of them. All right, then we have Nunes in the house. Nunes, how you doing, man? Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then on the bench, all right. Then on the bench, we have Che Gardner. So Che made the bench, people. Che made the bench. That is Ricardo Gardner's son. Ricardo Gardner's son. That is. So Che Gardner scored a goal in the preseason. And he looked solid in the preseason as well. And we were talking like, wonder if they're going to give him a chance. He came to Jamaica before, and people said he wasn't good, and he was tiny and all sorts of stories, And at this point, Che Gardner is big like a giant. So I guess the foreign food really getting people very, very big, very, very fast. Yes, so Che Gardner his picture, they need to upgrade his picture because he has a small, tiny baby picture. So they need to upgrade his picture. He never came on today, but believe me, they respect him. They like him from last season. They show that they like him. They like him. Yes. He's still young, man. I think he should be, 18? Hold on. He should be 18, I think, 18. He should be 18. I think he's 18. 1 second. Let me try to get Che Gardner's age outside because they don't post his age, but he should be 18, maximum 19. He's not 20. He's not 20 at all. All right. So contract expire. Oh, so why they keep on not putting his date of birth? I think he's 18, man. He's 18, maybe 19 now. I don't have his birth date. For some reason, they don't put his birth date. So you're telling me that he's still under 18? Because that would be wicked if he's still under 18. Now, man, it should be 18 now. He's 18 now, man. He's 18 now. Because I remember back then, I had his date of birth on a paper. When I do return, I'm going to give you his date of birth because I had it on one of the documents the last time when he was around Jamaica. Yeah, so, but he should be 19 now. 19 now max. He's not 20. Yeah, JD, I'm waiting to watch that Celtic game. Yeah, man. That's gonna be a next one that I'm gonna put in it as well. But I'm gonna put the other game in it as well with some clips. Because other people really watching the football and bringing things to my attention. So whatever I've missed because I can't watch every single game, Yes, he's a very good prospect and they do respect him highly. So Che Gardner made the bench, which is good. Mothersille started, which they brought him in pretty much on a savior thing, which I never really liked because I do believe Mothersille is still young. So to put him in that, he just turned 18. All right, thanks. Because I know I had a paper with him, Demar. So I know that he can't be 19 based on the time when we had the documents, but he could be between 18 and 19. All right, so Damar said he just turned 18. So maybe that's why he doesn't because once you're young and you're still under certain contracts, sometimes they don't put the details out there as yet. Yes. JD, what's up with Bobby Reid? Does he still play for Leicester? I have not checked on Bobby Reid as yet, but we will get to there. So Che Gardner made the bench. Mothersille, let me give you his numbers. Mothersille, he had a 6.4, got the goal, but it was a low turnout, like a low return, like contribution. So minutes played 65, 1 goal, had 29 touches, had 6 of 10 passes, so 60%. He was rotating between I don't understand why they put him over the right hand side, but he was rotating between the striker. He was playing almost every position, so you could see that he's not fully fitted in the system as yet, and he's trying to find his best position, and them trying to find his best position as well, because he can play left and right, attacking midfielder and striker as well. I do believe that striker is his main position. You get me? Yeah, I think that's his main position in my opinion. Yeah. 1 second, people. 1 second. Let me get something. All right, so that is good. Yep. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah. So Che and Mothersille. Yes, I think he has to get more games, so ramp up his minutes. But obviously, they're going to take time because it's not we're not at the end of the season that they have to get everything up to speed. The players has to get up to speed. So Mothersille was one that came in late, as in like he's a new addition to the team, and they're trying to integrate him into the system. It looks like it's not going to be a problem because of how much position he played. Dorian Thomas, massive respect, thanks for being here. The amount of position he plays, and this is why I think that for Jamaica, this dude should be a special player for Jamaica. There should never be a squad that they said that this kid can't play in or should not get picked. The amount of position this guy plays and plays at a high level, and it's showing based off the clubs that he's going at, and every time they're fitting him, if they have a good striker and they said, okay, the striker was there before him, they're putting him at right wing. If they have a good left winger, because they had a good left winger at the same time, they're putting him at striker. If they have all three positions, he's going to play cam. That's the one thing. That's the thing you realize with Mothersille. His ability to play so much positions is very much incredible. And I think the new analysts, them, please take your nationalistic bias out of it and analyze people properly, because these players are some very good players, and you have to know football and watch a lot of football outside Jamaica to truly know how good these players are. They are not by accident getting these contracts and running up the numbers and their values, because clearly a good season for Mothersille, and Mothersille by the end of the year will easily be 4 or 5 million. So he's jumping from 200,000 to 500,000 to 4 or 5 million. Said that about Hutchinson, you saw the same thing. If he scores anything over 17 goals, he's going to be close to 5 million by the end of the season. By the end of the season. So this is very good, a very good start, but he's under pressure. He's under pressure because of the money that they paid for him. The fan base is saying that it's a mistake. They shouldn't be relying on such a young kid. They should have gotten a maybe 25-year-old that knows the system over and over. But he couldn't have had the best start. The game was not the best game for him because he's ramping up himself. But I think the talent of the kid will shine through. All right? Yes. Lajay said, tell them free Mothersille. Well, this is a channel that pretty much highlight this kid, and people start. I turn the doubters into believer. Furthermore, this is a channel that makes Jamaica know about this kid actual potential, nothing else. This is a channel. Tell them that this kid is special. Very, very good. They try to deny me over and over, and I keep on proving them wrong. 43 person said, let's see if Brentford will get him. Oh, Hutchinson, that is? Hutchinson? Because I heard that Hutchinson's agent, them turned down 32 million from Brentford. And I'm saying, look at that, 32 million for Omar Hutchinson. And they said they don't want it. JD, that's a stretch. He's overrated. Okay, Kevin Brown. All right. Who is overrated? I'm clueless. Oh, Hutchinson's overrated? Oh my God. Wow. Oh, you're saying the 4 or 5 million. Or the 4 or 5 million market value in 1 year is overrated. No, if he scores 17 more goals in this league, he's going to go to 4 or 5 million, and he's not going to stay in the Brentford going back for 37 million for Omari Hutchinson. That they said JPL players are better than. These are better JPL players than Omari Hutchinson. I love life. I love time. Time is the disaster to frauds. Time is the disaster to frauds. This guy was always a phenomenal talent. And anybody that watches football knows that. And you have people that has no footballing intelligence telling people that they have JPL players better than this man. Brother, oh my God. Yes, low. Time is the very much Truth to frauds. I've been telling it for a long time because I was so strong on this player. Mercurial, the actual mercurial talent. 37 million. 10 more. I'm going to reach my numbers. They told me that it was impossible. If I'm not the greatest scout, God, come. And even people in England tell me say it was impossible. And I said, watch. Just clip me. I want them to be playing this clip now. They can't sleep good. Play this clip. 37 million. So 50. It's good. That boy at this point, remember out of England youth 21s, he was the literal second best player out of the entire team. And they won it again. All right. So for him to play for Jamaica, it looks like it's fading away. It is fading away rather than looking closer, in my opinion. Because he's looking like he's not going to be a one-game player for England. He could be a player for England that get multiple games. He just needs to have a solid season. Solid season this season. Solid season in a solid team this season. I would say that he shouldn't stay at the same club. Force them to sell you. Because they never bought it for so much money. So them wanting $1 billion for a player that they never bought for so much money. Because you can't want double your money in 1 year's time. Triple your money in 1 year's time. Football is, Premier League football is ridiculous, man. Sometimes it's like they hold on to the players them and stifle the players them. Let go of the damn player. Let go of the player, man. That money alone can stabilize your whole club. So take the money and let the player go to a Premier League team to actually play. The fraud said Hutchinson was not good. How can people listen these clowns? Well, clearly, yeah. Hutchinson and Rowe won the Euro last month. Yeah, but I have to give Hutchinson his credit because they were telling you who was the best players them, and Hutchinson was one of the best players them. So, and that kid who have never dropped off. He was always this good. It's just people just never had the ability to see these players. And that's why I kept telling you that some of these assessors are, I don't know what they're going to be assessing. Because even Sling TV, I went on my stream today and be telling me that Mr. Speed was coaching the team and Mr. Speed is the best option. And I said that Mr. Speed was never coaching no team. And this, I've left out something out of this video that I want, out of that video that I want to catch in this one. When the president said that the reason why they actually chose Mr. Speed over Tapper and everybody else, because Tapper is doing his same license as Mr. Speed, so there was no separation on any other field. It's because of what he did in Caribbean Concacaf. Why would you specifically choose Caribbean Concacaf? You're a national team. So why would you not choose the national experience in which Tapper is one of the most decorated national coaches for Jamaica? So why would you conveniently left out the competition that the title that you're giving the person need to be a specialist in? You realize that I've read the title and it said a specialist in that position. So how ironic, the president that's the president that is overseeing hiring left out the specialist in the position that we're going to need the person for. So Tapper is the more qualified in that actual position, and the president says, no, what he did in the Caribbean, he has that separation in the Caribbean, so we tipped him when Tapper actually did it in the actual competition that we want the people in for. I am all of the bright minds, I want you to talk your way out of that. This president need to leave football alone. I don't know what he's president of, but every time this man speaks, I think he has less knowledge on what he's talking on. I don't know if you guys catch it, but I wanted to say it in the last video, but I've missed that one. That was the only thing I've missed. I can't believe when he said that. I said, okay, some man get hired to play in a club championship, Caribbean, the lowest version of every one of them. And the next man that went to a Gold Cup finals, he's not more qualified, he's not more certified. when you claim that both of them going to do their same licenses, so you can't do the separation, and what made the separation is because the next man did it in the Caribbean, when the next man did it in the actual competition that we want a specialist for. Tell me that because one is already there, one speaks a little bit better, which is facts. You chose that one because it's in a circle, so it's easy to deal with. And the next one tried to expose you guys, said you were working teams. You understand? So it was a good, when I really listen back to it, I'm saying, now we understand why we hire people that's not qualified. Because the president ain't qualified either. The president ain't qualified either, people. The president is just there. He hired a genset the last time, and he said the genset never knew what he was doing when he hired him. So, people, yeah, what I wonder if a man like who love clip things and put them together. Big League Leng. I want Big League Leng to get a compilation of what the president says before, like over 5 years. The only place these people can have jobs is inside Jamaica. There is no way the president cannot have a job outside the Caribbean. It's not, if he goes to England and look at 9 to 5, he can't get it. And most of these guys, the same damn thing, they can't get a job outside because you have a thing called standards, and they have none. They are qualified for nothing at all. So I had to drop that in, people, because it's the truth. If you look back at the statements that these guys have made in the man, you have to start asking like, oh damn, so it's a circle, a pack of people. And it's not necessarily the best people for the job. It's just because you have to be inside that pack to get the opportunity. So what I'm pretty much saying then, you will have better version people inside Jamaica for the actual job. But they can't get it. Because when I'm doing interviews, they're saying that Mr. Speed is the most qualified person inside the JPL. But you have more qualified people inside Jamaica, you know, developing football, you know. That is more qualified than Mr. Speed, you know. So they make sure to put it to everything. Inside the JPL, he's the most qualified person. I would just work out that that's not the case, because if Tapper have the same license as him and going for the same license as him, that means Tapper would have had is more qualified than him, because Tapper was a national coach and made a Gold Cup finals, one of the most prestigious trophies in our region. So if both of them going for the same license, so nothing can separate them, Tapper would have still been more certified, more certified than Mr. Spade. You understand me? So the story was not good, people. But when we don't want to take it over, we wanted it to stay on this one. JD, you believe the report where McLaren said he wanted Mr. Speed? No. Nothing like that. And the story that Mr. Speed said every other coach wanted him to be a part of it, nothing like us as well. Because the last coach we had, go back and read this, people. Please, click this part. Go back and read what our last Al Grimson said. Al Grimson said he couldn't bother with the job because everybody has to be teaching. He couldn't find anybody to help him. So he wanted the support and he never had it none at all. So he never wanted nobody from Jamaica at all. They were feisty, you know, guys. Those two guys, remember them good. The guys that left, they were feisty. Want what? Want what? They never want nothing from Jamaica. They told you that nothing from Jamaica wasn't good. That's what they tell you. Why you think we hated them? Because they told us that we weren't good at coaching or football. That's what they pretty much said, you know, over and over. It's like, I think Mr. Speed think that people have short-term memory. When I heard him say that, I said, Mr. Speed, stop telling lies, man. Which Al Grimson wanted you? For what? Stop the line, man. So no, I don't believe nothing like that, Low. Not like that at all. Not like that. I think what they do good is to close the field and let people have no option. Like you don't have any option, and then they give you 5 people out of the no option, and then you have to choose one out of it. They are very good at that. Because they remember they don't like competition. You know, the one thing they like in life, they hate in life is actually competition. So they try to break down the whole field and let nobody else. So you have to choose Mr. Speed, Tapper, or Marion Garden. Maybe one out of that can truly do the interview that you would want, and maybe you would say it's Mr. Speed. So out of three of them, that's how the option comes. But if you pull it out now and you go for Tyrone Marshall, Ricardo Gardner, Ricardo Fuller, Williams, Burton, Paul Hall, nobody now choose Mr. Speed. Because now people that actually go into details now, because these are actual known footballers that they have affinity towards. So now they're going to do more research and see, oh God, so this is where these guys are coaching. This is the badges that these guys have. Okay, then I have to pick them because them are get a youth and them are this and them are that, and that's all. So that's why they kind of close the field, people. Yes, so I never got a chance to put those in, and I wanted to drop them in, but we are going to add more things because U15 playing now. U15 competition playing. Jamaica is in it. Jamaica tumbled down in all of the rankings them. All of the rankings them. Ladies football, youth and senior girls, senior women. And in men's football, we have tumbled down the rankings in youth as well and senior men's football. So it is actually a bad time for Jamaica football. Maybe other people will tell you the opposite, but I'm going to give you the numbers now. So Jamaica is outside of the top 10 in youth football now because they did youth 15s and Jamaica was not in it. And they always found a way, and Jamaica made it in because of maybe the limited amount of teams and performances as well. Because to be honest, sometimes we do perform good, sometimes we don't. You know, yes, but others weren't performing as consistent as well. But now you have the Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico becomes a staple. Then you have Honduras doing very well. Guatemala doing very well. Then you have Haiti that generally do well. And then you have the top dogs. Them like the Panama. Panama is just a big team. Damrep and Puerto Rico caused the problem for Jamaica because Damrep and Puerto Rico is rising in every football. So they're just making it more difficult for any team that's not consistent enough to stay in the top 10s. So let me give it to you here. Concacaf U15. So I can get it for you. So you can know the settings. So Jamaica in a tough group because of them in batch B instead of batch A. All right. I have to go back and watch those ones. But I watched the Panama Honduras game yesterday. That was sweet. The guys, people. Yeah, I'm not going to say this because you guys are going to hate me, but people, go and watch Panama versus Honduras yesterday. Panama versus Honduras yesterday, youth 15s. Please, I'm begging you. 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, people. Leon, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You know. IMAX Pro. IMAX Pro. No. IMAX Pro. Let me type that in. IMAX Pro. All right, Pro. Nope. IMAX Pro. 7 years ago. No. IMAX Pro look like a gaming channel. No, that's not me. I watched yesterday. Of course, you watched it yesterday. Oh my God! The only thing I would say that they couldn't really finish. They're not elite at the finishing as yet, but the passing, the movements, the footballing intelligence, the philosophy around it, like you can see that they are football minds. The one motion playing. You see, like the Wildman individual football that I'm seeing at big level in Concacaf, sometime in the lower level of Concacaf, the Caribbean. You don't see that in youth 15s with these teams. Because you know why I'm talking so highly of them and really wanted to show? because they are the ones that they're pumping money inside Panama and Honduras to develop these youths. And the way they are playing, man, I'm saying nice, nice. So maybe they will still lose games because someone kicked the ball long and maybe they get a goal off it. But by based off football in playing, these kids are going to develop in some good players. So I really like it. I think it's a good competition. And I think you guys should watch it. On Concacaf, I might have to do, let me know if you guys want day per day. I might can do that because now let me tell you, just started 2 minutes ago, match day 2, League A. All right, so let me tell you who is playing now. So games playing now. All right, but I'm not going to stay on because obviously I'm cooking. El Salvador playing, so I'm going to see how El Salvador look as well. Yeah, but the football these guys are playing, man, sweet. So when you see them at youth 17s beating other teams, don't think that it's a bad thing. And that's why you remember when the celebration of the youth 14s in the lower version in our region, I was saying wait until we can get the same players them to come and play against these guys. No, because these are the actual players. If we want to be the big dogs in our region or anything respected, we have to play them. And at this point, they don't even have we in the top 10. They don't have Jamaica in the top 10. All right. And I think Jamaica is not even in the top 12 position either. And when you see them play, you have to say that, okay. That means we need to get somebody to pump some whole heap of money. FIFA need to find some way to pump some whole heap of money in Jamaica as well too, because these guys are playing football. I really like it, man. I was talking to someone and we were watching it and breaking it down, and he liked it as well. You know, so for Jamaica, even if you are doing good, others are doing well as well. You know, so you can't leave it behind. You know. All right, yes, I just found it. So Jamaica is actually at 10th position. So based off them being at 10th, because the top 8 is in League A, and then and then League B is from 9th going down. So Puerto Rico actually made the 9th position, and Jamaica with Bermuda Dam Rep in 12th position, Guatemala in 13th, Trinidad, Curacao, Cuba, Guyana, and Aruba. But in the top half now of the top 8 is Mexico, United States. Those are really the good teams in our region. Canada, really good teams. Panama in 4th. They lost the game yesterday, so that means Honduras, and then Honduras in 5th as well. You know. Big of myself, Owen. Zaba said Richard King is starting versus Celtic. The player can develop in a good league without being forced into national team. Zaba HD, we're gonna watch it. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Don't worry, yourself. JD, don't you see that JFF trying to start from scratch? They're bringing the team to the lowest point possible, and then maybe that's the truth, because if you're bringing down lower level coaches, it's good because that means you can use the lower level players. It makes sense. So then you have Costa Rica. So the top 6 is almost the top 6 is actually the top 6 in real world football, you know, because Mexico, United States, Canada, Panama, Honduras, Costa Rica. That's the actual top 6 in Concacaf now. It's actually top 6 in the Concacaf now. So look at that, people. The top 6 now is the top 6 in youth football, is the top 6 in the main football as well. Owen, you should have watched the last game, Owen. We are gonna do a breakdown on the last game, you know. Yes, shoot, it's youth football. We're talking now, U15 now we're talking. But I'm saying it's the same top 6. So what if you have the same top? It's not by, so. But what we're seeing, people, it's not by accident why these teams are actually there. You get me? Yeah, but there were scrubs the last game, but you should still watch how him play the last game as well and what took place. You know, so you can really, you can't just look at Celtic game because more likely Celtic game is going to be a harder game. You know, all St. Mirren did was win. It was draw a few times. They won a game in 2013 and a game in 2010 against them with Robbie Keane back in the days. But aside from that, it's always 4-5-6-3-2 they get from Celtics. It's like two times they won in the last what you would call it, two times 2013 and 2010. So that means in the last 15 years they won two times, you know. So it's hard for me to judge him off that because Celtics is a peak of football in Scottish football. So it's hard for me to judge him off that. So I'm not going to ever judge him off that. I'm going to judge him off every game. Because if I do that, more likely he's not going to play good because his whole team don't play good either. You know? So it's unfair for me to judge a player because a team that is... Remember, Celtic won by 40 points, you know? People, Celtic won the league by 500 points to second place. I wonder if... Umzo, you're not watching the league, Umzo. People... Berta, big yourself. We're gonna come to you. Celtic won the league by 500 points the last tournament. St. Mirren fans cost Kings in discipline. Yes, but that's why I asked people if they were watching the game because he was telling people, I don't know. I think it was a person on his team he was telling F off, you know. But clearly, we are the only one that watches football. Or if people even actually watches that, they are not going to put it out because they don't want the truth to be out because they want to continue to sell the propaganda. You know? Yes. If he gets beaten 5-0 by Celtic, it's just a regular game. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because we expect Celtic should win by at least 3 goals. We expect that. It's a 17-1 odd game. So that means you have zero chance to win it, to be honest, you know. And the best you can get is a draw. So I wouldn't judge him off that. Not judge, but really show his quality. But I don't think he's on that level. I think he's not on that level either. And everybody knows that as well. So I watched the last game. And I am not so hopeful for the next game coming. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. You don't have to wait until Celtic game. If you were watching all the damn games, then you wouldn't have to wait until the Celtic game. You should just watch the last game. And then maybe you could ask some questions, you know? Yes, I told you. Just give me a little time, people. I said the next video I'm coming, I will have some footage that we might pass, that we can pull up and show you the actions and what he's doing. And then we can talk. King in Atwater. I just think, I don't know. I don't know if it's a Jamaican ego or whatever. I don't know. But it's just something that the overconfidence that these players have. And maybe they have the wrong people instructing them. And because the way you are playing comparative to what you're doing or you're acting, you are night and day to that level because you ain't one of the best players them, and the way you're acting and it's a first real game, you know, yeah. JD, be honest, this might be the soup king gets cooked in today. No, but Max City, I am going to be honest, I am not using this game to judge him at all. I am waiting on the smaller games them where I know that they're going to be around, like from 6th down to 10th. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see him showcase that he's at least at that level. If I see him playing terrible at that level, then I will call it out. I think a lot of players on his team won't be playing good today either. They will fight because they always fought against Celtic, but it has a strong possibility of turning out a bad result for St. Mirren. Obviously, they got some few draws of lately. That is true. But I think today, I saw how Celtic playing. Obviously, it's the first game. Well, I think they are going to get a bad beating today. All right, JD, I see what you... Yes, believe me. So that means I don't expect a flawless performance from nobody on his team. So it's hard for me to come here and eat on him. I just pressure him alone when I know that most that likely his whole team won't play good. You know? Yes, we have to be honest in our assessment. And that's what I've always done. because I factor who they're playing. But the problem is because you always think that these players are so great. You guys just judge them against Van Dijk, judge them against everybody. You understand me? Yes. You talk about yes, we talked about Mothersille already. We better hope King plays well because he'll be starting in September. No. Bravo, that you can't say he has to be starting. Starting September comes down to what you do right throughout the time. You know? Is Maggie still alive? Yes, I think Maggie is still alive. I never saw him died anywhere. It's not about it. I want to see how he looks individually. Okay, well, you're going to see it, you know, but I said the last game, I saw him doing some things, and I want to say that his coach should stop, make it seem like he's a top developer of footballers, you know, because I was talking to some high-level coaches, and I was talking about him and explaining to him and explaining to them as well about the Jamaican culture, and they were looking at his actions, them like he's not a good player on his left side, but he was drifting to the left-hand side, and he has to bring it back on his right foot to make a pass. His awareness was not good on a few of the passes as well, because one, he had a 3 versus 1 and a 1 beside him, a free pass, and he forced it to the player within 3 players. So literally the awareness of the player was not good, the fluid motion of the player was not good, and the actual passing. So something that we grade him so highly on. You're surprised when you hear certified people that develop top quality players talk about the player. It would be shocking. You would say you like me a lot more because my assessment was spot on from day one. But let me see at this level. I think you guys, if you're honest, we can judge him properly. So let me see, you know. JD, I am more interested to see if Calvin can be added to the national team and what he has to offer, because we need depth. All right, Giovanni. All right, that's a good one. One man can't defend against 11 players. That's what I said, Andre. That's why it's hard for me to judge him alone, you know. Owen, if you listen to most, if you had listened, Owen, I think you never listened enough to the local streams them. Because you had a lot of local coaches usually talk, and believe me, they are delusional. Delusional is not even the right word. Delusional is not even the right word. Believe me, if you listen to them. I know you have to have confidence and believe in yourself, you know, but the level of you not knowing nothing and the level of, oh, you're confident, boy. I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm so. I'm always worried if we just go in the straight, the delusional man them, the man them that we hear talk for years about football and who is great, and you're putting more of them around the team. I think that's just the recipe for disaster. It can't be Oldgate, must be Colgate. Yeah. So people, we have done 47 minutes, 2 players, main headlines, Mothersille and the big bad Greenwood continues to perform, and Mothersille kicks off a goal, not the best game for him, all right, and he's under pressure. He has to score at least in the next 3 games, so the pressure can go down on him a little, and he can get time to really fit in the team, because you could clearly see that he's not fitted in the team as yet, and they're still trying to find the best position, you know. Yes, and maybe he has to score a few more goals so he gets his actual position, you know. Yes. But the fact that he got on the score sheet is a good start for him. But the performance has to be better. Coming out, people. You know, we're honest, and it's our baller, so we want the best for him. And nobody will be here saying, JD, you're being too harsh on him. No. I don't think he wants me to be less harsh on him. I think because he aspires to be so good. He wants all the pressure he could actually get. All right, so guys, we have 84 people likes the video so far. Massive respect. Thanks for the 14,000 subscribers, and thanks for 22,000 subscribers over the next channel. We out here, maybe not as often, but football I haven't played so much from the other day. So if I take breaks, yeah, you have to take it. And I'm going to be in England, maybe a week and a half's time. So if you don't see me do much videos, I will do a stream over there. Because I'm trying to see if I can make some connection, see if people close by me and stuff, you know, and maybe I could pull off something for you guys. Yes, but I'm going to be in England in 1.5 time, a week's time. So maybe I will drop a 1 video here and there. Maybe you never may know. Maybe I will be in a stadium. Big Chippy, big up yourself, Chippy. You never may know. But if I go there and do a video over there, if I go over there and do a video and say big up Chippy, you're not gonna tell me say Butler buy me out, because you guys already start telling people that Butler buy me out, you know. So tell you what, people, I'm not telling you nothing me I do. Me don't go show this over there in England. And when I come out of Birmingham airport, me show this when they're England, and then maybe do a one video. And then if I get a chance to, because I'm not going to spend long, people, because I have vacation over here, and my wife and kid will be here, so I'm trying to make it back. So I'm hoping that I do make it back, so I can go on vacations them over here. You know, yes. So just give me a little bly. Give me a little bly for this period, because the family will be at home. So you're not going to see me every single day, but I will be keeping up to the pace, all right? Collect the jersey, sign and seal. Yo, these guys are really watching me, you know? You see you, David J? That's, people, I'm not asking you. I think the squad that we develop in the strat observe the most damn thing. I think they could have coached the Jamaica team better than what's going on. They could be everything in the Jamaica team. Here, David J said, JD, collect the jersey, sign and seal. Which jersey are you talking about, David J? Let me see. Which one? Interview from England. If I can leave, because when I check the distance, I'm saying, okay, I'm not going to London, because that is 2 hours odd. And I'm not driving. You see, the next time I'm going to England, I'm driving my van to England. Like I'm going on the train with it and go with it, because what that can do for me now. Okay, Mothersille jersey. Yeah. But we're gonna see if we can get to him in the period. So what we're gonna do, what the next time, I can go any one of the games they tell me, because if I drive the van now, I can just go wherever I want to go in England. You know? Yeah, because I don't want to take anybody's vehicle, and you know, I want it to be in my own space, and then I can just go anywhere. Once you come off at Southampton, and if you have to go to Wolves, Aston Villa, if I have to go to Stockport, I can just go there and get a hotel. So the next trip I'm going to England, I'm not going to my family. I'm going to wherever the football is at that time. That's what I'm doing the next time. I promise you guys, that's what. Hold me to that. That's what I'm going to do. So whatever player we're going to watch, that's what I'm. Oh, Charlton game. Let me see Charlton. How far Charlton is. 1 second, people. Charlton. So Birmingham. Let me see the distance. You know. All right. So Charlton. Oh, all right. So Birmingham here, and then Charlton down. Okay, people, you know that Charlton is not as bad, you know. Because look at that. Birmingham is up here, so, and Charlton is down here. So if I actually take the boat, let me see where Southampton is. No, let me put Southampton, because that's where, Southampton. All right, so Southampton. Let me see how far it is. Because if that is close, you know. Oh, so if you come to Dover, all right, let me put in Dover, which is there as well. So Dover. All right, so Dover, 4 hours. Okay, so that makes no sense. That means I should have just come off from Birmingham to Charlton. Is very close, way closer. From Dover to Charlton is 4 hours 6 minutes drive. Big up yourself, know yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, but a lot of Jamaicans and Stockport's team as well, you know. Yeah. All right, so big up, yeah, man, big up all the man that come in. I've missed the comments them. Jeremy and Anthony, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, so the 4 hours, no, it looked like better just go to Birmingham and just go to Stockport, because it's going to take me like 40 minutes to reach there. 4 hours to 40 minutes. Okay. Yeah, 4 hours driving, people. 4 hours. So better I just go from Birmingham, and then go there. So okay, because the plane, the last time Simon was telling us, oh, take the train, brother. The train is more expensive than the damn plane. At least the last time I've checked. 1 second, people. 1 second. Yes, yeah, guys. The train is actually more expensive than the plane the last time. So that train thing ain't working for me, you know, because I never really liked the train thing, even though I don't like the plane thing either. But at some point you have to take something. So yeah, so but yeah, he got a goal, but not the best performance in my opinion. So we will keep on watching. So people, we give you 55 minutes. We will be back. So big up yourself, 433, know yourself, Odello, El Mexi Rabian, David J, Marvin, Wilson. Yeah, man, everyone, Andre G, Owen, Giovanni, everybody that chips in, massive respect, man. So, if you don't see me, people, don't worry yourself, man. We're out here and stunting, but we're just busy, and we have a lot of things doing, all right? Yeah, man. So, respect again. Beautiful day, at least for the potential reggae boys, them. So, let's see if they can become reggae boys. And how much they can actually help Jamaica. Smash the like button on your way out. Take care, and we will chat, all right?